here is one of the trolleys, the Old Town trolleys that tours. We've seen several of them so far, where you can tour downtown St. Augustine and really take in all the sights with the history behind everything. And here we have Thomas Jefferson in the Potter's Wax Museum window. I think there's a glare and I don't know if you'll be able to see it very well, but I wanted to show you at least one of the exhibits. Here's a horse and carriage. Just one of the sites or attractions that you can take advantage of in downtown St. Augustine. Here's another trolley. But they've got a number of different restaurants, Burger Buckets. It's supposed to be a popular one. We're vegan, so we won't be going there. And O'Malley's Deli and Pub. Around the World Marketplace. That sounds very interesting. A pottery and rustic furniture store. Oh yeah, that looks neat. This looks neat. Number of different crafts and things like that. Looks good. I think we're gonna go in. We'll be back. St. George's Inn, and it says it is the heart of the historic district. So I believe that this is one of the more historic hotels in there. Looks interesting. And I just like the setup down here. It is definitely Old Town. It reminds me of a bit without the Spanish design. You can definitely see the Spanish influence here. But it reminds me of Frankenmuth back at home. It's just an older city and it kind of takes you back in time. So this is a lovely place and we've chosen a really beautiful day to come and visit St. Augustine. Here's the Black Parrot Candy Shop. And here's Trinity saying, can we go get some candy? So we'll probably have to go in there on the way back. These are ghost tour tickets. Pepper Palace. Hold on, Trin. And then, oh my goodness, there's so much to see. So if we see anything else that's very interesting, we'll come back. See you soon. And here we have the oldest schoolhouse in the USA. The oldest wooden schoolhouse in the USA. It's here in St. Augustine, Florida. And you're able to go in and tour it and visit it. That is absolutely fascinating. I saw it was here, but I didn't know it was going to be right in the heart of downtown. And it says, welcome to the old schoolhouse. Ring the school bell. Class is in session. Listen and learn about school life in colonial St. Augustine. Tour the living area and explore the kitchen and privy as you stroll the grounds. Our beautiful garden is home to the Grove of Educators, a tribute to educational leaders from the Americas, the Caribbean, honoring St. Augustine's Hispanic inter-American cultural heritage. This is absolutely wonderful. I remember when I was a little girl, we were able to do the exact same thing at Greenfield Village in Dearborn, Michigan, and we had to dress up like we were in the days of Laura Ingalls Wilder, and we really got a taste of what school was like. We were given little tablets to use, and for those that are very, very young, they're not the electronic tablets. It's the tablets that look like little mini chalkboards. That's what we were given to work on, and we had to take our lunch in little baskets covered in handkerchiefs, and we had a full day at the old schoolhouse.
We are at the oldest wooden schoolhouse in the United States, still standing. It has not been rebuilt or has not been moved from its original location here in St. Augustine. It was once the growers' own home, saw there was no school for the children of St. Augustine, and converted a room in their own house into a classroom. And that's what you folks will be seeing today.
And here we are just inside the old schoolhouse. Waterfall. And I'm excited to see the presentation. There they are looking inside the schoolhouse, DeMont and Trinity. And let's look and see what they're looking at. What do you see in here? Oh my goodness. old schoolroom. Well, this was their house, just like the orator said, that it was the home of the gentleman who built it, and he saw a need and he started building. So I think this represents the kitchen. Oh, there's the school bell. It says the kitchen was not used for a cafeteria. The teachers who taught the oldest school did their own cooking in this building. The students brought their own lunches. All right.
The professor and his family.
And what do we call that kind of arrangement?
Okay.
Water system?
Just keep going straight back.
Go ahead.
However, you'll wear that dunce cap until you learn your 6 times table.
Boy, if this school taught fishing, I'd make an A easy.
Young man, this is no laughing matter. Hold your tongue or you know where you'll go.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Sometimes the children are unruly in class. Then they must spend time under the stairway there until they decide to behave. We call it the dungeon. The stairs themselves are too old and narrow to allow visitors to go up safely, but there is a mirror so you can see how my wife and I live. While I strive to educate the children, my wife keeps busy with her duties upstairs in our living quarters or in the kitchen outside. She also takes care of the garden, which we hope you will visit. Well, you can now consider yourselves graduates of the old schoolhouse. Be sure to pick up your diploma as you leave.
Can I get a diploma too, Professor?
Well, I think you have a few years of school left, Johnny. But perhaps you can move up to work with the older, more advanced students soon and have your own quill pen.
Wow!
Thank you for coming to visit. Don't forget your diploma and enjoy your stay in the nation's oldest city.
Bye!
These are some of the handwritten original documents from the school. That is something. They just explained in the presentation that the dunce cap, like we were taught, was for students who were acting out. But they said the dunce cap was actually for slow learners, which is horrific. And then Trinity wants to ring this loud bell. Okay. This is inside the courtyard. We've got Jose Trinidad Reyes and Dr. Jose Maria Vargas, los maestros de la escuela primera in St. Augustine, Florida. Love it. I love this. And this is the courtyard. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. It's beautiful. There's Sharon. This is the actual garden where the gentleman who built the schoolhouse did all of his planting. They have oregano here now. This is a 4th grade class field trip. But they've got oregano here in the garden now. But this is where they actually did their gardening for the house. And again, as the orator said, this was their actual home. And they started out with just a room in their house for the school, because there were no schools for the students in St. Augustine. It's very interesting. This is one of the tablets that I was speaking about earlier when I said that we were able to use the tablets. I think I was in 2nd grade, so that was 115 years ago. We had these tablets that we used during the day, and then we actually had the readers, and everyone in the schoolhouse was in one room. So it could be kindergartners all the way through high school or 8th grade, whatever you want to limit the age group to, but they were all in the exact same room. And there's a tablet with a counter on there, the counting beads. This is an old school game, one of the games that they used to play where they try to catch the ball in the top. And I'm showing you my age because I didn't need anyone to explain to me what that was. I knew exactly what it was. And here's a display of just some of the items they use.
What are they all based on?
Washing board and
Churn, yeah.
butter churn. And when you see the video that I put up from Eustace, they explained to us at that point that these butter churns that we see typically are not the actual butter churns that would have been used in a home, that those are commercial butter churns. The butter churns that they used at home were much smaller. Much smaller.
That's how they taught multiplication back in the day. Look at the porcelain doll.
And this is the meditation room in the oldest wooden schoolhouse, and it says the privy. This is the privy. And we know what the privy was. So it's an outhouse. And finally, some of the farming tools. They said on the, not the video, I'm sorry, the presentation that I have included in here with the mechanical puppets, whatever you want to call them, talking. They said that if there was not money, if the family did not have money to pay the tuition, that they had to, yeah, go ahead, Trin. They had to barter. And they would bring wood for the fireplace or items for the garden and that to pay. And now we're going to pick up Trinity's diploma because she has graduated from the oldest schoolhouse. And now we're back in the court, and there's the Market to Market Spanish pottery shop and the Tipsy Moon soap shop boutique. We've got vintage clothing, a number of different stores. Oh, the pottery is beautiful. Look at the beautiful pottery. All again, Spanish influence. And Colonial Oak Music Park. This is the vintage clothing. Again, just some beautiful pieces here. This dress I love up here. And then they've got sweatshirts and things like that. Just some souvenirs to take back. Sweet Spot, they have got a lot of confection stores and creameries and candy shops. They've got garden flags up here and lawn decor. And just a number of different shops that you won't see every day. So this is just a neat place to come. So if you ever get to St. Augustine, make sure you tour the old downtown area, the downtown historic district. You will not be disappointed.